Ling Li is down on his luck. Just lost his job. He's angry, sad, depressed, and it looks like he might actually jump. Who the hell is this guy? Floating down from the sky, looking all majestic and shit.
Nice.
You know, he actually seems kind of nice. Well, that's not good. Superheroes. Superheroes are awesome, but that's pretty easy to forget these days. Superhero fatigue. Things have gotten repetitive. It's the same thing over and over and over and so what do? What does this genre need? Well, we need something fresh. No, it's been fresh. A brand new start, old art, depart, that's how you capture the audience heart. While new is nice, and being nice is pretty ice. New alone, I don't think is quite nice enough. It can't just be new. A new show would need two. Capture and maintain those core values that drew people to superheroes in the first place. We're talking about bravery, heroism, empathy, grit. Throw in some style. The whitey tighties ain't it. We need hype, we need cool, we need China. China. Majestic stallion here is nice. Was nice. Nice was a superhero in this world where heroes are created by trust, by belief. If enough people think you can fly, you can fly. Everyone thinks you're useless, you become Aqua. I'm sorry, Aqua, I love you. If the public believes that you stand firm, then you stand firm. All the time. It's kind of like manifestation.
Now I'm gonna get...
If enough people believe in something hard enough, then it becomes real. This, which they call the trust system, draws parallels to real-world social media, where these social titans are given power by the people. Power is also taken by the people. And of course, like all things in every world, greedy corporations just have to get their grubby little hands on it. And Nice is one of those corporatized superheroes. Was one of those corporatized superheroes. Luckily, power is gained through public perception. And because Ling Li is pretty much a doppelganger for the original Nice, he is forced. Sorry, everybody. It seems I made a mistake. Ling Li, he wasn't forced. Ling Li is given the opportunity to become nice, to become a hero, a talentless nobody like him. At first, it's just an act, but over time, earning the trust of the people physically changes his body and grants him powers. And eventually, Ling Li literally evolves into Nice.
Nice.
Like a Pokemon. That's just the first episode. And the first main character out of 10. There are 10 main characters, the top 10 superheroes, of course, each of which has their own set of episodes shown from their perspective. And Nice, according to most, is the boring looking one. I mean, he's also pretty cool because he shows how heroism can emerge from anybody, no matter how average or unremarkable they are. But this is the boring one, supposedly. That means that in 24 episodes, we need to fully flesh out 10 characters and an overarching plot. To Be Hero accomplishes this with its breakneck pacing. Finally, a worthy opponent for my editing. Our battle will be legendary. This absurd pacing means that pretty much every single scene is a highlight. No wasted space. And Hero X is just packed to the brim with details. Okay, who put fucking porn on the screen? It is just full of little things that you can pick up and spend hours picking apart. Like, why does he jump? What the fuck? Why is that never addressed again? How did she know that his eyes and hair would change color? Was Nice ever real? How does the trust system actually work? Is X like a secret villain or something? Okay, why does Nice go straight to unbuttoning Rex's shirt here? Are they have the gay? Am I the gay? How did this shit make it past the CCP? But the amazing thing about 2B Hero X, aside from its animation obviously, is its ability to repeatedly and consistently create these emotional moments within such a short span of time. This punch in episode 1 gave me flashbacks to the hype that I felt when All Might punched that Nomu after 12 episodes of buildup. I'll admit I teared up a bit here. And Firm Man. This dude's origin story is given like a minute of screen time. But even that alone is already just such an inspirational, heartwarming story. Like, look at this. This is so cute. Like, look at this. The pacing might not be for everybody. Might take some getting used to, but these writers are on crack. A really good crack. The director and creator of Hero X is this guy, Haoling Lee. He's the guy that made Shingen Dao Link Click. Link Click. He's the guy that made Link Click. This guy is basically the Chinese anime superstar. Speaking of everybody's favorite country,
China, 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 China. China!
2B Hero X is actually a collaboration between China's Bilibili and Japan's Aniplex.
You guys know I love Aniplex.
There's even a really good Japanese dub with absolutely god-tier voice actors. This might be the most stacked voice acting roster I have ever seen in an anime. And I believe it's actually the default on most streaming sites. Don't quote me on that. Mainly 3 Chinese studios are credited with the production, but it's actually a lot more than that. And, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that everybody involved probably got paid. Unlike me, I may or may not have recently burned some large, established bridges over a disagreement with a sponsor on whether or not they felt like paying me for the work that I did. So I'm probably not getting sponsorships anytime soon. If you want to help me keep the lights on, there's always the Patreon, which not an obligation. Always greatly appreciated though. And if you're a sponsor that actually pays out your contracts instead of legally threatening people like a little fucking then hit me up. But if you couldn't tell by now, the animation is just each of the 10 heroes has their own 2-minute introduction video. Not even gonna be used in the show. And those are also just extremely well animated. The budget for this series has to be astronomical. For once, a good use of those Chinese sweat. Hero X excels, not just at one animation style, but at seamlessly blending together multiple top-of-the-line animation styles in a way that no series has done before. Not to this extent. Words cannot properly describe just how amazing it is. 2B Hero, it has to be brought up. So X is actually the 3rd edition to Haoling Lee's 2B Hero anthology series, while the other two, 2B Hero, 2B Heroine, very loosely connected. That is not the case for 2B Hero X. These two are like kind of their own thing, and then this is its own thing. Weird decision, I know, but they share the theme of superheroes, I guess. There's also a motif of soda being used as a form of brainwashing mind control. You know, drink the Kool-Aid. But that is just speculation on my part. We don't yet know whether or not this soda actually plays a role in X. I'm just saying that you should probably keep your eye on it because it shows up quite often. The original 2B heroes, they are worth a watch. Very entertaining. Great production. They also got... But where those previous 2 installments fail is that they just don't quite hit those emotional notes. Mostly because of just how absurd they are, which I promise that is not a problem that X has. Now I know the question that's on everybody's mind, is 2B Hero X a Chinese psyop? Probably not. Really though, it does suck that people will write off Hero X just because it's Chinese. You can see it already. And then places like r/anime won't allow any Hero X discussion at all, even though it's co-produced by Japan. But 2B Hero X is one of those shows, one of those works of art, something that will overcome people's preconceived notions, crossing borders and boundaries to leave its mark on the world. So, Japan better watch out. Y'all got some competition. Thank you to Hunter McHenry, Gilliano Vittorio's. Fuck! Already Dead, Logan, Hen, Boom Dude, Chris, Jiggy, Yup, and John, Tim, Medi, Pepper, maybe later, Joseph, Accelerate, Keith, Dialogue, this is 65, Nathan Rogers, Tintero, TML, Kyle Thon, Bracelet 17, Martin, Azores, Opsox, Bennington, Cheese, Dog 99, Amo, CML, Dominic, Bear, Windy, 256, Dex, Challenger, My Butthole, Monster, P-Doc, Lasagna Soda. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting me, and I'll see you all in the next